Hey there, friendlies. How's up? I'm back at the David Thompson Resort playing the East Coast Kitchen Party, and you guys will probably recognize Scott from one of the other bands here. He's from the Dorina Harvey band. I am, of course, from Squidjigger, and it's lovely up here. And so we figured if we're both in the same place, let's drink some whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
So, what should we talk about first? Now, this is this a peated?
That is a peated. So maybe that's last.
That's last.
Yeah.
There we go. I have hilariously never had a Bunna 12, which is weird. Would you suggest that we start with that?
I think that's a great start.
Okay,
yep.
we're going to do smallish Drams because there's a lot of stuff here.
Yeah. This is probably, I would say this, what sometimes they call a dumb reach or sort of a daily drinker for me. I love this bottle.
Oh, I love the smell already. Can't wait to stick this on my nose. Okay. So this is non-caramel colored. Is this natural color?
Yep, you bet. Natural color, on-chill filtered.
What's the ABV?
This guy is 46.3.
46, okay.
You bet, 12 years old. And I don't want to say too much else about where it's lived. It's in Isla, but non-peated, of course.
Okay. So already nice and fresh.
Yeah.
There's sweetness there. There's vanilla, so that's a bourbon cask. But is it also like sherried a bit?
You know, I don't know if it's sherried. It sure looks like it might be.
Very nice. I definitely get vanillas and caramel. Some fruit, like an apple.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Apple for sure. This dram for me is always all about the malt. Like I just get a lot of malty.
Very, very malty.
Good, like sort of biscuity.
I think I have to get some of this biscuity in the mouth. Let's go for it. Right off the bat, I need to buy some.
It's very good.
Second thing, there's still all that sweetness there, but it's also got a spicy edge to it. Got like a baking spice. I guess that's because of the maltiness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And you know, it's not peated, but there's a subtle smoke in the finish.
There,
like there's a subtle light smokiness.
Yeah. That's a plus. And the finish sort of goes. Nice finish on it. It just sort of keeps going. It turns into spice.
Yeah.
Everything else sort of tapers off and leaves the spice for a lot longer. I love it. Gonna buy one.
Yeah, definitely a good one. It's something I consistently keep on the shelf.
Now, you guys are gonna have to forgive us, but I was about to say something stupid. You guys are gonna have to forgive us, but we don't have water or anything, so
right.
I know pouring one whiskey into another glass is kind of a no-no, but
yeah,
we just have to get every damn drop out of it first.
Yeah. We're in the woods.
Yeah, so you know we're roughing it. So I don't know a thing about this.
Yeah, so this is an interesting one. Very curious as to what you're going to think about this. St. George's is the brand.
So that's England?
Made in California.
Oh.
Yep. California company. This is called their Baller whiskey. So basically, it's a Japanese whiskey style single malt. I think aged ex-bourbon, ex-wine.
Okay.
And also, I just looked it up. Umeshu cask, which is a Japanese liqueur or liquor of some sort. Maybe somebody can fill us in on what that exactly is because we haven't looked it up.
Excuse me. So I'll just show you guys the...
It's young. It's 3 years.
Okay.
So...
But it's not a bourbon. It's a Japanese-style whiskey from the United States. Okay.
That's right.
All right. Do we know anything about caramel coloring?
Yeah, all natural, no color.
I think bourbon has to be, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's candy-like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smells youthful.
Yes, there's definitely an ethanol zing.
Yeah.
But I get like a candy corn. You know those orange to white
candy corn.
things?
Yeah, I love those. Those are very polarizing. Some people hate them.
Yes, they're highly polarizing. I'm not sure what else I'm getting. There's sort of a woody thing, but it's not
yeah.
big.
Get a little hints of
herbal or something.
You know, caramel.
Yep, definitely. Okay, going in.
Yep.
As I say, this is a lightning round here, people.
Yep.
Okay. There's a tequila element to it, for sure.
Interesting. I never picked up on that, but
Yep. There's ethanol. It's definitely
Yeah.
young.
I get like almost like a skunky, hempy.
Something there. Something
Like-
green, because I was picking up something herbal on the nose a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. It's enchanting, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would buy many bottles of this, but I would like one bottle of this.
Yeah, I
to
picked
share
this
out.
up. My brother and I, every Christmas, we go in on a few bottles.
Okay.
And we picked this up last Christmas. And I'm working my way through it, but it's, as you can see, like I'm not killing it.
So it's not one of your favorites? It's
No.
not like this that's
No.
down at the bottom there?
No, I don't know if I'd rebuy this, or maybe in the future sometime, but it's not like this where I keep it on the shelf like all the time.
Wow. It's unexpected. The nose did not set me up for that.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I think I can taste the wine cask.
There's definitely some wine in there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the umeshu is. Maybe it's a wine.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Or like, I was saying tequila, but maybe I meant sake. Because you know they both have that same edge to them.
I bet you if we'll look this up. The Wi-Fi here is not great, so
No.
we'll look this up after. I wonder if that's not sake. Yeah.
It's got to be something
Yeah.
like a rice wine.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think sake is technically a beer.
Is that right?
I think so.
But a nice, fresh, pretty fresh, like
Would you call that more of a summertime whiskey than a, yeah?
100%.
This is like a cloudy day, fall whiskey. This definitely warm weather.
Yeah.
We're moving towards the peat here. So this is a Two Brewers Peated. I've only ever had one Two Brewers in my possession. It was from their Innovative series. Am I?
Innovative.
Innovative series.
So now this as well, now I would put this in some of my favorite bottles. This Release 19 peated. They do other releases that are peated that I haven't tried, but this one specifically, we searched this one out to get Release 19 because it's one of my favorites. Yeah, we might
So we
as
just,
well
like,
kill that bottle.
kill
Yeah,
that
man.
one?
Yeah, yeah. That's one that
The shape of the bottle is hard to kill. There we go.
this was one that you have those bottles where you just really try to savor it
Yeah.
and you hang on to it. So
Yeah.
But
So
that
that one's killed.
yeah.
We'll put it back just to.
yeah.
Okay.
Now,
So
I'm really curious to your thoughts on this one.
yeah, I feel that last time we were together, you had a Two Brewers. No, I brought.
You brought the
No, I brought the Douglas.
yes, that's
Okay.
right.
So peated, Yukon single malt.
So Two Brewers, yep, from the Yukon. And now a difference to sort of talk about with Two Brewers, it's not one of those Canadian whiskeys that they finish it in a peated, like they don't finish it in an Ardbeg cask or something like that. The malt is actually peated.
Okay. I'm getting the peat. It's airy though. There's like a tundra kind of plants.
Yeah.
Maybe a little boreal nut. But I'm not sure what else I'm getting there. Oh, let's just go in on it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not an Isla peat.
No.
That's a whole different beast. That's the peat of the north.
It is, right? It's Yukon peat.
See, I can hardly get Two Brewers back home at all, so, you know.
I just love the sort of the journey of this. Every time you take a sip, like it's got that like honey sweetness off.
There's
the,
honey, yeah.
You know?
It's not a caramel, it's a honey.
Yeah, it's honey.
Yeah.
And then the smoke, it's a light smoke, it's a light peat, but it kind of wafts in and then dissipates pretty quick. And then it kind of sweetens up again at the back.
And now I'm getting the honey on the nose as well.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what the sweetness was. But like, I don't get any of the Scotch peat notes. Like, there's no like green apple and
No,
any of that.
certainly not, and none of the like the Band-Aid iodine
Band-Aid that I
vibe,
hate.
you know, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Finish is good and long. I feel bad about finishing this off, but
It's
you know.
okay. It's okay. Now, would this be a bottle that you would buy, or what do you think of it? Is a little bit less peat than you were hoping for? Or?
I would buy all the time.
Yep.
I would buy once
Yep.
to share it around to some whiskey friends I know. I would buy this at least once. Thing is, I'm transitioning. I used to be all peat all the time, right? I was only peat, and then COVID hit, and I started a whiskey channel, and my palate has,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like, and so now, in fact, peat isn't even what I go for all the time.
Yeah.
Wintertime, that's a nice
It's a
late
nice dram.
fall winter dram for sure. Yeah, I'd buy that, absolutely. Especially because it's so different to what I'm expecting with an Islay peat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm getting some malt,
Yeah.
but it's not as big as on that.
No.
That's
this
a
is
malt
more.
monster.
Absolutely.
This is more sort of greenery, something slightly foresty,
Yeah. Yeah.
a little boreal.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are 3 winners. Now, I wanted to, we tried this last night. My band brought this as, every year we have a band dram, and then we share it with the other bands. This is the Ardbeg Smoketrails. That's a travel exclusive, so that's why it's in this ginormous 1 liter bottle.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, travel exclusives, sometimes they're kind of like a party trick. Sometimes it's not a bad dram. Sometimes there ain't much there. And we had this, is that a little too energetic?
That's great. No.
We had this last night, and I figured we should have it again because I have some thoughts.
Yeah.
And, now we're not in a sort of party atmosphere with, playing guitars and
Exactly.
stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Now, last night, you let me taste a little bit of this last night.
yeah. In fact, I poured an energetic pour last night.
And I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really, really liked this last night, so I'm curious to see what I'll think of it
In
today
the
after.
sober second.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. Now I'm picking up a little Band-Aid, and it's funny because I don't usually get a Band-Aid note with Ardbeg. That's like the Lefroy thing for me.
Yeah.
But I recently redid. I recently did my shoulder pour of the Wee Beastie, and I found that Band-Aid developed on that.
Yeah. After the bottle sat for a while.
After the bottle sat for a while. I pick up a little bit of Band-Aid here. It's not enough to make. But
I think it's there,
yeah.
but it's not so much that it puts me off from it, because I'm not a fan of the iodine thing either. It's sort of one of those things I've come to expect with some peated Islay scotches that maybe eventually we'll dig that note, but I'm kind of with you on that. It's not my favorite.
What I like with a peated Islay Scotch is I like brine.
The sea salt.
The sea salt,
Yeah.
that's my bag. I like sea salt. I like anything that's a barbecue kind of flavor.
Yeah.
I like, the straight up peat smoky, like
Loamy.
I love
Yeah.
the entire peated palette,
Yeah.
like if it was a paint palette, except for the iodine, what I call the Band-Aid. That's the one that I don't like, and if there's a bit of it in there, I'm okay. If it's sort of, there's an English whiskey I have, it's called the English Smoky,
Okay.
and I'm never going to finish that bottle, and that was an expensive mistake in Quebec dollars, let me tell you. And I'm halfway through because I have been fighting with it and trying to learn to love it.
Isn't that tough, hey? When you're just fighting with it, yeah.
I can't do it,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I
Let's
get
give
peat
it
on the nose right away. Peat,
There's a bit of salt, which is
Yep.
what I like.
Yep.
Not a lot, but.
Yeah. We go in.
Oh, Slanger.
Try it. Cheers.
Okay, so. Do you get the sea salt?
Yes.
Right?
Sea salt, brine, unmistakably Ardbeg,
Yeah, absolutely.
right? Like they have such a thing that's their own.
They do something very, very well, and they've
Yeah.
made it part of the question, though. Is this the most interesting Ardbeg you've ever had?
No.
Is this in the top 3?
No.
No, no way.
No.
It's got some sea salt. It's got some peat, and then I'm really struggling to find. There's a touch of the vanilla from
Yep.
and what I'm looking for is fruit, because this is sherried. In fact,
It does not taste sherried at all.
I'm not getting it, man.
Yeah.
They make big deal about it too. Like, we zigged and zagged all over the world until we found the perfect manzanilla sherry casks for this Ardbeg Travelers exclusive.
True, yeah.
Follow that smoke trail. I get the smoke, but when I see sherried, I'm expecting dark fruits.
Yes.
I'm expecting, a little bit of zing from a European oak. I'm expecting. Where is it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
I will say, and I'd love to hear what you think about this, but if you were introducing Islay Scotch to somebody who'd never had it before, and they're a little bit leery about the smoke and the peat,
Yeah.
would this not be a decent gateway for somebody into Islay Scotches? Or do you think it's just no?
Well, it's 46%. Okay, so we're not talking about something. We're not talking a cask strength. We're not going to blow
Nope.
their face off.
No. Like it's gentle.
Yeah,
Like
actually, that's true. It's not like it's not coming out and punching you around like a wee beastie does. But would you do this or an Ugadal? Well, Ugadal is heavier though, right?
oh, I find the Ugadal is a little bit more
Yeah.
like it's almost that next level.
Yeah. Oh, so we're introducing someone to peated, not to Scotch.
Yeah.
Not to whiskey.
Yeah.
Because my secret weapon for if someone comes over and is like, "Do you like whiskey?" I don't know. Is the Nika whiskey from the barrel?
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
so far had
That's such a great-
100% success rate of saying, "Yeah, I do like whiskey."
That's cool.
Yes, yes, you do. Okay, I could actually see that because it's innocuous, which for an Ardbeg is kind of could sound like an insult, but the context of introducing someone to peated whiskey. Now, I'm saying that as someone whose gateway to whiskey, completely 100%, really was the Lagavulin 16, which was also a peated whiskey, but 43%.
Yeah.
You know, funny when someone hands me, like, if someone hands me one blind and I taste it, I still think it's an exquisite whiskey. But the price it commands in Quebec now, 190
I've
bucks.
got an issue with Lagavulin, just with how expensive it's gotten.
Yeah.
That
price is not to me what you price a caramel colored, chill filtered, 43% mass market bottle.
Yeah.
Nope. But yeah, I could see this being good as an introduction to peated whiskey. Absolutely.
Might, because I feel like it's not gonna smack you in the face, but it's got the elements of what we're looking for. It just maybe a little bit downplayed for a palate of somebody who's been drinking a fair amount of peated whiskey, right?
Yeah, I think travel exclusive. I call them party tricks. Okay, this is definitely. Although we're yipping and yapping about it, and now I'm getting a leathery note, which I did not notice last night or earlier, and it's not big. It's not big enough to really count, but it's sort of there. Something soapy.
Yeah,
but it's
soapy's
also
a good
small.
one. Yeah.
It's also small, right? It's like it's a nicely rounded dram.
Yeah.
But it'll never be my favorite Ardbeg.
No, but I wouldn't be sad about drinking it. Like it's probably a bottle that I would get through with a fair amount of frequency. But it's not in my top 3 Ardbeg. Not a chance.
No, but yeah, like I think context is key, right? If you're just kicking back and you just want to have something peated to relax with because it's winter, book whatever,
It's not challenging.
It's not going to challenge you. Sometimes I want to have something that's cask. Okay, often I want something cask strength, but like sometimes I don't want to work for it, right?
Yes.
Sometimes
Exactly.
I don't want to work for it. Sometimes I just want to have a whiskey while I'm reading a book or something. This could fit in there.
Yeah, and you know what? And to jump back, this is a whiskey I don't have to work for. This is something that I know every single time. If I'm like, I'm gonna have a dram.
Yeah.
This always makes me happy. Like it.
How quickly do you go through one of those? Because I think that would not last long in my house.
Yeah, like because the nature of what we do, we have a lot of different.
We do have a
bottles.
lot of bottles.
But I mean, 6 months.
Probably about the same for me too. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's something I would want to reach for. Last Christmas, because I always do a Christmas malt. If I had a brother like yours, I would have many Christmas bottles.
Yes.
But last year, I bought from the Kensington Wine Market in Calgary, so getting it was a chore. I got the Compass Box Artist Blend.
Oh yeah.
But that store's exclusive, whatever their store pick.
Yeah.
And it hurts me deep inside that I didn't buy 2 of them because there are none left, and I am working my butt off to not charge through that bottle.
Okay.
It's a blend. I'm like, why am I loving a blend? Compass Box has changed my view of blends.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're in a golden age for blends, and it's because of guys like that, and there's all these...
I love a good blend. It's at the end of the day, it's like, does it taste awesome? Yes.
So yeah, it's win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me, I went down the wrong side. But yeah, I wanted to do this video with this involved because I had thoughts after tasting this last night that I wanted to see if we were on the same page. Geez, I think my favorite bottle on this,
Yeah, what do you think?
embarrassingly, is that one.
Yeah, I'd probably agree. You know,
Most interesting for sure,
yeah,
but not a comfort zone whiskey.
different.
Two brewers, have they done anything that sucked?
No, they're such a solid distillery. I recommend anybody a Two Brewers bottle any day.
Yeah, mashed with water from glacier fed streams.
Yeah,
So good. They do such good work. These guys and
proud
Northerners.
Canadian brand.
Yeah, proud Northern Canadian brand.
Yeah.
These guys in Shelter Point are
Yeah,
absolutely
killing it.
making Canadian whiskey look good.
Yeah,
It's an Ardbeg.
yeah, it is.
Okay, so that's all she wrote. For those of you who don't know yet, Scott is on TikTok and Instagram
TikTok and Instagram.
as Cocktails from Home and Cocktails from Home Yeg.
Yeah, at home.
At home
Yeah.
Yeg. One is
Instagram is Cocktails at Home Yeg,
okay.
and TikTok is just Cocktails at Home. Yeah.
I'm going to drop those into the show notes below. So thanks for hanging out with us. If you love what we're doing, as I always say, do the following 3 things. 1, comment down below. What are your thoughts on any of these that you may have had? 2, share this video that helps us more than you could possibly imagine. And 3, leave us a smiley thumb. If you don't like what we're doing, that's okay. Leave us a frowny thumb. That works just as well. Thanks for watching, guys.
Cheers.